Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sons and Daughters of Liberty. I know it's been about a week since I've last been on. A few things have come up that I've had to take care of, and I've been hard at work on the magazine, so it looks like from here on out, at the end of each month, due to all the editing and stuff I got to do, I probably won't be doing any live streams or uploading anything, because I'll be working on the magazine at the end of the month with the final edits and stuff. But I am happy to announce that it is up, published for you guys to share, download. I will walk you through some of the process and the platform I'm using, so you guys can see how it works. It's been a fun endeavor, I must say. I am glad that I decided to once more delve back into the publishing magazines. But with that said, let me walk you through it. I have put the link in the description so you can find it. And just so you guys know, I'll also put this in the description, the link to the actual profile. You guys will be able to subscribe and follow the profile here on YouTube. There's another beautiful thing about this platform. It's free speech. They don't censor. And like I said, I did all this from Google Docs. And personally, I think it turned out pretty good. Make sure this thing is actually sharing. So you have a few options. If you have a profile here, you can save it to one of your stacks. You are able to share to Facebook, Twitter, and via email, or you can copy the URL. And I did find out that the URL link also works on Patreon as a video upload, which allows you to view it right there at Patreon. There should be a way for you to get an embed code, but I think you have to have a profile. I'll have to sign in on my old account on here from the previous magazine and actually see if the embed option still works. It's also embeddable to your websites. But I was able to, like I said, take the URL, even on WordPress, just put the URL in and the magazine showed. But the other cool feature is the ability to download. I see something I need to go fix real quick. We will be able to download. I've got to fix it. been a while since I have. I will have to work the bugs out of that. I have to figure out where that's at. Probably in my settings. So it's not. I'll have to figure that out. It's supposed to be embeddable. Okay. Download might not be working because I'm viewing it. I don't know. I'll have to look into that a bit because you're already supposed to be able to download, which makes this quite beautiful because you can put it on your own computers. You're able to zoom in. It looks better in full screen. In fact, I'll probably show you better on my Patreon. Like I said, I was able to upload it as a digital upload, whereas a video, like, but as you can see, we move it around, put it anywhere you want. But it is, like I said, it's on ESU. Like, links are in the description. And as we go, as we start getting into more other than months to come publications, I've reached out to a few people that are interested that want to contribute. So this one's quite a little bit more just me, which I kind of expected that. A lot of the articles are pretty much all just me. The only one that I had contribute was Mr. Anderson, and thank you for allowing me to use your content and share your work. I'll also be featuring people in that in the magazine from various communities, from the truther community, prepping community, to websites. I'm going to try to keep it just to 5 people each month. And like I said, some of the things will change. We may remove a few sections or we might add new sections. It depends on what people want to contribute. Like I said, I'm working on getting hopefully more graphic artists involved as well. So if you're an artist and want to contribute, including cover art, you'll get full credits, way for you to advertise your work. Just know that this is a free publication. It is free for everyone. I will never be charging for this. So if you're expecting something, wanting something in return, it's not going to happen. You know, this is our way to still talk about the things we want to talk about, not have to worry about censorship, not worry about having to censor ourselves, or we're going to lose our channels and stuff, or we're going to get banned or shadow banned or deemed unsafe. You know, we need another outlet. Yes, I know, typing sucks. We kind of gotten spoiled to be able to come on, do live streams and just talk. But hey, in Google Doc, you can do text, speech to text. I mean, I did a little bit of that in the magazine, which I ended up having to do more editing because I'm still learning all the nuances, period, where to say things, but it works. And the more I use it, the better I'll become with it. Much like it was, I can't tell you how much easier it was this time around doing the magazine. Just because I already had that prior knowledge and experience. I knew how I screwed up on the previous one. I'm not going to chase anybody for articles this time. I'm not going to. You want to put articles? Get with me. You can either send me the articles, or I can give you the link, and you can add the articles into the magazine. This is pretty much why I'm doing this for everyone, not myself, because I thoroughly enjoy doing the videos. But I also, there was that part of me that missed doing a magazine. It's always bothered me since 5 years ago when we stopped doing the previous one. And like I said, as I go, I shake off a lot of the rust. Because with this one, I couldn't use a lot of the graphics from the old magazine. I had to create new ones. I had to do a cover art, which I suck at. I miss my cover art artist. I think that was the most time-consuming part, was having to do graphics. But I do hope you enjoy. Like I said, there's a lot in there, and there's not. I tried to keep my articles as short as possible, hoping I would get more. But on the same token, I am happy with the way it turned out. It just means the next one will be that much more easier to do. Which, right now, the plan is for this to be monthly. But I don't know what's going to happen in June. I might be taking a trip to North Carolina, and if that happens, I will not have internet connection while I'm down there. So that's still up in the air if that trip's happening. Guys, and I also like to have your feedback on this, your input, the things you'd like to see added or some things to change. I played around with different different fonts this time to make it a little bit better to read, easier to read, I think. Let me know if the font's all right. If there's sections you actually would like to see added. Like I said, everything you need, my contact information is all in the description, where you can find me. In fact, there's a contact section in the magazine. For each of you to want to share things, your feedback and stuff. It's all welcome, because with your feedback, it'll help me create and design a better and improve on the framework of what I've started. And for those that are wondering, this magazine is open to all the communities. Whether you be a truther community, prepping community, spiritual, health, do-it-yourself. There's a niche in here for everyone. Because to me, that's what free speech is. That's what education is, learning from each other. Being able to share ideas and perspectives. Learning from each other and educating others. Now, my goal is, in future issues, is to have less of me and more of others. Because, I've got this format where you can get me. Don't get me wrong, there's a couple sections in there that I do look forward to writing in. But I think there will be others that will also enjoy adding articles to those couple sections. In the end, it's meant to be fun, and at the same time, getting our messages out there, no matter what it would be. Like, there was a subject that I didn't really want to talk about here on YouTube. It's actually something that I'm a big I don't like using the word advocate or activist, but if there is one thing out there that I'm a big activist on, it is the missing children and the things that are going on there. This month is Missing Children Month. I think it's the 15th of Missing Children Observance Day. But to me, it's the whole month. And it shouldn't be the whole month. It should be every day, 365 days a year. We should be focusing on that issue. That, to me, was probably the hardest article I have written. Because it stirred up a bunch of emotions. It stirred up a bunch of things. Knowing what's been going on out there. The understanding that this actually is happening in your own backyards. And a lot of the things, like to Mr. Anderson, you can go right to his, I left right up under his articles, there's a link to the very article there. Check out the other articles on his WordPress site. He's got some interesting articles, some interesting history that I think people have forgotten. That's why I kind of chose the two articles that I chose, because there was a part of history that I didn't know, really knew about, that, made me wonder how many people out there knew about those things, that this happened in our country. It's about building awareness, about also remembering our past, our history, what our freedoms are about, what our liberties are about, why we take stands on things. So this issue is dedicated to all this men and women that have served and lost their lives in combat field. And the month is Memorial Day. That's, you know, each month I try to theme it around the holiday or the events of the month. And that's the other thing, guys. If you guys got up-and-coming events in your area and you want to give notification about them, let me know. I mean, that's what it's about. As it grows, the more people get involved. I might, I'm thinking about it, still talking to a few other people, of putting a classified section in there for like a barter and trade, where you can reach other prepping communities, other truthing communities. I think that would be something nice to add to it in the future. Right now, I want to get it off the ground and let it grow. And get other people's feedback. For those that aren't familiar with e-suits, I've been on e-suits since 2010, I think is when I first published the last magazine. And it hasn't really changed that much. They've always honored free speech. They don't censor. It is an amazing platform. I know a lot of people don't like reading. But the nice thing it is being able to download, which I will check on that to fix that. I want it so you guys can download it right straight to your computers. Is that you can just, for those that have access to a reader on your computer, it'll read the magazine. So you don't actually have to read it. Okay, so there's a bunch of nice things. It's, like I said, it's a platform that a lot of people may not be too familiar with. I think more people was more familiar with Scrib. But I like the layout and the way the magazine actually looks on e-suit. It looks a lot better. Graphics show up. You're able to use your links and link things that you can just click on the PDF or click right there on the magazine. It is an amazing platform. And like I said, feel free to subscribe. What is it? No, follow. Follow the magazine there. That way you will know when I go upload the next issue. How I do the uploads for each issue each month. I try to upload it and launch it so it's up by 1 o'clock, by 12, anywhere between 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. on the 1st of each month. The goal is 12, but sometimes the editing process takes a little bit longer. I got lucky and I got it right the first time this time. And no, I probably didn't get everything right because I didn't have my little grammar Nazi correcting every little misspelling. Well, I corrected hopefully all the misspellings, but correcting all the bad grammar, overrun sentences. But I'm sure I will have somebody to proofread my bad grammar. Which I don't think it was that bad. I was pretty good at correcting myself. Maybe not with the run-on sentences. I'm very bad with that. But I'm going to wrap this up because I am dead tired. I've been at this for almost 12 hours. Dealing with other things that's been going on, with family issues. It's been kind of a long weekend. I wasn't sure I was even going to be able to get this published on time, so I'm thankful that I was able to. And I hope you guys all enjoy. Links in the description. Check it out. And I'm going to take a couple days break. I'll try to do a live video this weekend. And we'll get back on track over here. Because trust me, I did miss doing the videos as well. It's just been a hectic couple weeks. You guys have a safe week. Hopefully I catch you guys live this weekend, and I'll see you then.